Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. To God be the glory, great things he had done. I trust that you are putting everything together for your Thanksgiving. It's going to be a wonderful time as you cook and share and enjoy this season when we give God thanks for family, friend. And some people say Thanksgiving is every day. That may be true, but it's also good when we can set aside at one time, to just give thanks and appreciate family and meet with family, because we don't, we're all busy doing our own thing, and it's always good to just meet up with family and friends and just have a wonderful time. Today I was reflecting on the goodness of God, and I was thinking on all the wonderful things the Lord had done, but also some trials I've been through. And the Bible said that he is going to restore the years the cankerworm has eaten. And surely the cankerworm has eaten up a lot of my years. In Jamaica, they have a saying that when a caterpillar put its mouth on a plant, it's finished. And that's what the Bible said. He's going to restore the years the palmer worm or the caterpillar has eaten. And let me tell you, some caterpillars eaten up some areas of my life that feels like it will never come back to. But when God put his hand on you, who can stand before you? And I remember, I was reflecting back, and I remember when I was blessed in my younger years on the cruise ship. And I was not just enjoying myself and just out there having a wonderful time cruising. I was ministering the word of God. I was literally one of the ministers on board every once a week. When I was finished working, I try to push the saints to make sure that we continue with our faith. 11 o'clock every night, we used to call it the High C Ministries, and continue in worship. So God favored me. But there has been a lot of attack in my life also. And I want to encourage someone here today who's watching this, that if you find yourself on the rough side of the mountain, thinking it can't get any worse, I'm at rock bottom. Like some homes I see in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, and everything, roof, everything is gone. House, everything, furniture, clothes. God is going to restore you today. And I want to encourage you, do not be afraid, do not be ashamed, because, when you go through the severe trials in life, then your blessing is going to be double the trouble. The worse your troubles and trials are in this life is the better your blessing will be. I promise you. And if I stop to tell you some of the things I have gone through in this life, some of the struggles, some of the heartache, back-to-back attacks, spiritual attack, physical attack, then you would say to yourself, girl, you deserve it, because I have been through a few things in this life. Words cannot explain. Sometimes I used to cry to God and say, am I the only one going through this? But then he will send me a word from above saying, there's nothing new under the sun. So I want to tell you also, you may be going through what feel like a very desperate and desolate time in your life. You feel that everything is barren and dry up and just cannot get any worse. But when you're at rock bottom, when you're at your worst state in life, that's the time when God is going to lift you up. I remember when I was going through some rough time, when I just left college, couldn't find a job, went to 5 colleges. I told you that in my testimony, 5 different colleges, but God was setting me up for a blessing and I did not know it. And I remember one day I stood up on my ackee tree back home. I said, Lord, bring me far, bring me very far from this place. And I remember in that year, I was in Russia, or the next year when I was on the contract working on the cruise ship, I found myself in Russia, and I had to pinch myself because some parts of Russia, I felt like I was like 20 years back because there were so much things. I remember in Jamaica, they had a car called Lada. And we had stopped driving those vehicles from probably like in the early 90s. And when I went to Russia, man, the Ladas were like the crispest vehicle around. Like people were just driving them like they were the Benz in town, So God has been good. And I want to tell you something. I want to encourage you. I feel like someone is going through a situation where they feel like, why should I continue with God? Why should I keep on trusting God when I can't see my way? I'm telling you, if you're going through a situation like that, the best is yet to come. God is going to restore those years the cankerworm has eaten, and you're not going to remember the pain. You're not going to remember that you had those rough days, because the blessing is going to be so good, you are not going to miss those pain. So be encouraged in the Lord, be strong in the Lord, The best is yet to come. God bless you.